Because stressful life is stressful, the world is stressful, which means it's time for a new hyperfixation. I mean hobby. I'm gonna be making the best pair of jeans I've ever seen in my entire life. These bedazzled pair of Christian Audigier jeans. I was so stressed to start these because I'm freehanding the entire thing. If you're smart, you'll definitely get a stencil, but I'm not, so I didn't. I've been studying this pair of jeans for years. I mean, I've had it saved to my Pinterest for as long as I've had a Pinterest, and it was on my Tumblr before then, so I felt pretty confident that I'd be able to sketch it pretty accurately. Told myself it'd be fine if I messed up because I can always just go over the mistakes with paint and then the rhinestones, but please tell me why I gave her the papi chulo. Right. This is type B bullshit at its finest. I definitely started to regret half of my decisions at this point, but I decided to keep going and it would just be fine. And I'm really glad I didn't stress about it because it didn't end up mattering anyway. I really love the final results. Not to gas myself up too crazy, but the fact that this is a rough sketch, like I was getting so excited to start painting and then start putting the rhinestones on. Tell me that doesn't look so cool. Okay, well actually don't tell me if it doesn't look cool. I tried to be really aesthetic with this. What the fuck is that? Right, the white chocolate Hershey squirts. Okay. But anyways, the point of this is to show you that I'm using 5 different colors. I have black and white for blending, a light turquoise, and a royal blue, as well as a red for the blood. The reason I'm painting underneath the rhinestones is so that they pop more. If you look at the reference picture, you can see that even in the spaces, there's an opaque color. And I just really wanted these to be as accurate as possible. When I tell you I have been obsessed with these jeans for years, I mean that. And I do not have a band to drop on a single pair of pants. I was trying to get these as perfect as possible without doing the type A planning. For about 2.5 hours of working, my flow had worn off and my ADHD had taken over. Honestly, for 2.5 hours, this looks pretty good. So I decided to take a break and come back to it later after my run. If you decide to do this and you take one thing away from my video, please be careful. I got paint on this thing in places where it shouldn't be twice. I cannot believe, like, I know I'm not a perfectionist, but I should have been a lot more careful. If you get the paint before it dries, it does come off with a little bit of hot water, so it ended up being fine, but still, bring back shame. Aside from that, the home stretch was pretty chill. I just had a bunch of detail work I had to do, and I'm really grateful that I did decide to paint underneath the rhinestones, because at this point, it's just a big paint by numbers. I think it's gonna make the rhinestone application process a lot less stressful, because I already know where I want all of the colors to be, and if I have any mess ups, I can just cover them with the rhinestones. Once again, here's the reference pic. I'm honestly already so obsessed with this. In total, this took about 3.5 episodes of Upstairs Neighbors, so about 3.5 hours, which truly isn't that bad, but I know that bedazzling it is going to take even longer, probably double that time. I'm gonna let it dry overnight and then start bedazzling it tomorrow. This is the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life.